All right, so we're going to look at stats, collecting and analyzing data. And today is just basic data exploration. So we're going to go over terms that you guys should have heard in the past. If not, they're pretty quick to pick up on. I think you guys take some statistics stuff in grade 8 or 9. I can't remember which one. But it's really not that bad. So the first 3 terms that we're going to go over that everyone should know. Mean, median, and mode. Have you guys heard these words before? Yeah. Good. Bree? Yeah? Yay? Good. Okay, so mean. Anyone want to take a stab at what the mean is? The average. Yes. Excellent. Now, the reason I'm going over these terms is because they all start with, they kind of sound the same too, and they all start with M's. People kind of get them, they just get them confused. Like people will be like, well, the median's the average. No. Mean is your average. And the symbol that we use for average in statistics is X with a line over top. And the formula to solve for your average is this guy. Have you guys seen this big E symbol before? You can, well, that's what the symbol is. It's like that. If you want to write it like a regular E, you can, but it's weird.
Can we use this in like helping units? Yeah, or last semester, but
You might have. This here means sum. This fancy E is sigma. And it means sum. So you add up all your X's or all your data points, and you divide by your total amount of points. Right? Like if we wanted to figure out the class average, I add up all your marks, and I divide by 9, because there's 9 of you in the class. Okay, and that's all there's. I'm just showing you this formula. You don't even just know it or use it. You should know how to find the average of something. But I'm just getting you used to the symbols and stuff that we're going to be using in stats, okay?
you just add it up.
Yeah, by the number of points, right? So like I said, class average for you guys, I add up everyone's test score and divide by 9, because there's 9, okay? Now, median. Anyone remember what median is? Middle term. Middle term of your data. Okay. So let's say I had your guys' last test marks. I haven't marked them, so these are made up. 65, 72. You always list your data points from lowest to highest, and then you find your middle term. So there's 5 terms. The middle one is this guy. That's your median. Okay. Now what if I put another term, an even term? So there's 6 terms now. If there's an even amount of terms, it gets a little more complicated. Right. Technically, your median should be right here. Okay. So for that, all you do is you just add up your 2 terms on either side of it. And divide by 2. You take the average between them. So that's going to be 153. 153 divided by 2 is these 76.5? Yeah. Okay. And it's totally fine to have decimal numbers. Okay? I typically go to 1 to decimal for this place, or this stuff, okay? Mode? No idea. Modes, I find, is like the easiest one to remember, but it's the one that everyone always forgets. And maybe it's because it's the easiest one to do. Shows up the most. No, you literally look and see which number appears the most amount of times. So like if I had like a huge amount of data, let's say like, I don't know. I don't even know what we can count. We counted out, we collected everyone's favorite number in a class. So like, so let's say I asked a bunch of people what their favorite number is. 2 people said their favorite number was 3. 2 people said it was 4. A couple weirdos said 5, 6, 7, 8, all by themselves. But then 3 people said they liked the number 9. All right, Brooklyn 99's huge right now, so everyone's like, I love the number 9, right? They all love the 99. Anyone? I'm trying to be relevant. You don't watch the show?
I said I do.
Oh, okay. And do you like it? Okay, good. Otherwise, all this is for nothing. So I look here. I got 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 3 9s. So guess what my mode is? Right. You say mode equals 9. Super hard. Right? You literally just look and see which numbers are the most. There's no formula. There's like no justifying it. You just have to say the mode is this. You know, I wouldn't say, well, I counted 3 of these, and 3 is greater than 2, so that means 9 has to be my number. No, I'm assuming you know that 3 numbers are more than 2 numbers. Okay, so you don't have to justify your answer here. We call these 3 the mean, median, mode, the central tendencies. All right, these tend to be the center of your data points, okay? Like what everything else kind of converges around. People always want to know, they used to, what's the class average, right? That tends to be the bigger data point. They want to know the mean of everything. So we call these the central tendencies. Spell this right. Central and okay, the central tendencies. Now, if I asked you guys to define the range of the data, one more term, range. With me? You sure? Oh, you're thinking domain and range. Range, this is different, yeah. Range that we were talking about before was like all possible y values of an equation. Range here talks about the difference between your highest point and your lowest point. So like where all your data points fall between. The difference between highest point or largest point and smallest point. So you literally look at your data points, you take your maximum point, and you subtract your smallest point, and that's range. That's the formula. I don't even think I'd give that to you on a test, because it's pretty straightforward. Okay. Any questions so far? How are we feeling? It's good. It's nice just teaching 3 people. I could do this for a while. Okay, that's I think all I have for you guys. Yeah. So I want you guys on page 211 to do 1 to 3. Don't draw any graphs, okay? Just get your feet wet. Play around a little bit. Get used to me medium mode again. Hopefully this is all review stuff. Have you guys heard these terms before? Great.
It's grade 7 on top of grade 7 like questions. Usually you just get 3 questions.
Right? See, it's like I'm just easing you into it. Don't worry. Like tomorrow's histograms. Oh yeah. Don't worry. I'm gonna let it rain down on you now. I don't know why either people like this stuff. It clicks right away and it's fine, or it's a struggle. There's like no in between those stats. Yes, sure. Just let me stop.